Let's not beat about the bush. Yesterday's episode was really, really poor with regards to the on-field performances from everyone, including myself. So we really need to try and turn that around today. We've 10 games to go in the league season. We are 7 points clear of the drop, hoping that if we can get a win against Burnley today, who are currently 15th, that would be huge. We also follow that up with a game against Bournemouth, who are not too far away from us, above us in the table. And then the game that was against Fulham, I can't remember whether it was in this month or not, but regardless, the Fulham game was moved, and the third game of the episode will be away from home at Anfield. Don't expect to win that one. You can see Bournemouth there sat 6 points above us, so we could catch them in this episode. We could not catch them in this episode. We're still missing Ryan Fredericks, who picked up a second injury. He's out for just a week or so, but unfortunately it's long enough to pass into the time frame for this game against Burnley. So Jamie Shackleton is actually going to come in at right back, something that was recommended last time. Last time Ryan Fredericks was injured, but I pre-recorded a few episodes ahead, so I wasn't able to take that feedback on board. I am doing so now. We'll start with this away game against Burnley and hope that on-field performances are better. We haven't been amazing all season, but we've been good enough to be able to stay clear of the relegation zone so far. I hope that continues to be the case. Do drop this video a like if you enjoy. Make sure you subscribe to the channel too with that notification bell selected so that you get notified every single time an episode goes live. And hopefully we can start off with a positive performance. In goal for Burnley, unsurprisingly, Nick Pope, Lowton, Perich, Gibson and Eric Peters, who scored against us when we played Burnley last, Lennon, Cork, Westwood and McNeil, with Shalov and Ashley Barnes up top. If I recall correctly, last time we played Burnley, it was the first game of the season and our first game playing on the new ultimate difficulty, at that time without sliders. So, and we lost by a goal to nil, Eric Peters' header at the back post. So we know that things have changed since we last played Burnley with regards to the state of the AI. There have been some calls for me to show you my sliders. I've obviously used Cutsy's sliders, but I've tweaked them slightly from the initial ones that he drew up, and I believe he's further altered his sliders as well. He also uses sliders for the user gameplay too. I don't do that, but these are my sliders for those of you that were interested. Sprint speed for the CPU is lowered from 50 to 48. Similarly, acceleration 48 is where that's set. Shot error is up. Pass error is up. Shot speed and pass speed are down. Goalkeeper ability I have boosted still to 55. It was previously 60 with my sliders. And it was down at 50 with Cutsy's, but I boosted it back up to 55. Positional marking is down. Run frequency is down. Line width and fullback positioning and first touch control error are all up slightly. And those little tweaks have given us a relatively realistic feel for what Premier League football would be like with a squad that is about the same level as what we're playing with. We kind of, last episode aside, we kind of get results you would expect. That is a hell of a finish from Ashley Barnes after 4 minutes. We've been getting good results and bad results and a mixture of draws as well. It's been kind of the sort of season that you would expect for a newly promoted team. But we're 1-0 down here early doors, and hopefully we can come back from that. I have tended to concede quite a few early goals this season. We definitely know where we need to improve next year, and that, I believe, is at right across the defensive line. But I don't know whether, because we've signed a couple of new players in the defensive lineup, but we're still conceding a lot of goals. So I don't know whether to further improve, or maybe it's at CDM I need to improve. I'm not sure. But we certainly need to just improve all round in the summer window next season. And hopefully we can push towards the European spots in Season 3. At the very least, we can not be embroiled in a relegation fight. But we'll see what we can do in the remainder of this game. Aaron Lennon, well, even without the sliders, was probably going to be difficult enough to catch. Ben White does well to get that away, and Jared Bowen will complete the clearance. Callum Wilson, thankfully, just gets there first. Try and shake off the defender, actually, and run away from him. He's doing really well to keep with me. James Milner across to Calvin Phillips. And the option is to play through Tyler Roberts here. who's been doing really well for us recently, scoring a number of goals, but can't get that one in. Milner, looking through the gap for Callum Wilson, but it's a poor pass in the end, and unfortunately the chance has gone. With the throw, Phillips' touch was pretty average. Tyler Roberts, I've got support here from James Milner. Through there is Callum Wilson, arriving around the outside is Tyler Roberts. Went for power rather than placement this time, and the second attempt for Tyler Roberts in this game is also well saved by Nick Pope. Burnley defending well so far. That was terrible from Milner. Burnley rock solid at the back so far, or at least their goalkeeper's rock solid at the back. We have been able to get past them a few times. McNeil is in behind Jamie Shackleton here, who's busting a gap trying to get back, but he's not going to get there by the looks of things, although McNeil slowed up. Then he's burst past me again. Brilliant cross, and Gazaniga with a brilliant save to ensure we don't go 2-0 down. We've shown enough in this opening half an hour that we can get some sort of positive result from this game, provided we can remain solid enough at the back. But I am going to have to make sure that we don't concede a second and or third goal if we're to get ourselves out of this situation. But we're playing well so far. Neil into Cork. Shalov. Barnes. Oh, that's a nice ball across. Matthew Lowton. Danny Rose standing with him, but I'm wary of putting a tackle in for risk of fouling him. Riedewald just got caught underneath that. Oh, it was perfectly lofted, that pass. Give that out wide here to Joe Bone. Quickly inside to Callum Wilson. Go back for support. Then out wide to Ryan Kent. It's Danny Rose. Can we bring the ball forward well enough to create another chance? Haven't yet really tested the keeper in this second half. I'd like to do so soon, because I am going to need that goal. Oh, it's been playing the pass to Jared Bowen, who was on the floor. That's a foul as well. Okay, that one apparently isn't a foul. Well, I would have liked a free kick somewhere in there, ref. We get to that first. No. 23 minutes to go in this game. We've played well so far, but we're on the back foot still with regards to scoreline. Much improved performance, though, and that is the most positive thing for me after yesterday's episode. I wanted to at least play well in the first game today. Give myself the confidence that we are not just done and dusted for the rest of the season. Westwood. Oh, I threw myself in front of it with Milner, but couldn't get to it. Ashley Westwood makes it Burnley 2, Leeds 0. Just drifting in off Calvin Phillips, who, again, defensive awareness, non-existent. Just not paying attention to the man that was near him. 2-0. We're probably going to lose to Burnley now. Roberts. Forward to Wilson. Could have gone for the 1-2. Jack Clark has turned superbly. And Jack Clark with the worst shot on goal we've had all season. Jesus, Jack. Come on, mate. You're better than that. Bloody hell. We've had the chances in this game, and I can't deny that. But it's certainly an improvement thus far on yesterday's episode, where we, on occasions, weren't even creating the opportunities to score. Ryan Kent trying to turn, but Diane does well. Aaron Lennon's just a little bit quick, isn't he, really? 10 minutes to go here. I don't feel like we deserve a 2-0 loss, or more, if it goes that way, which it might well do now that they've played Aaron Lennon in behind, but he's offside. I don't feel like we deserve a 2-0 defeat from this. Thus far, I think we've probably been more creative. We have. No, actually, we haven't. I was looking at Burnley's stats. We've had more of the ball and enough decent chances. It's just that all of theirs have been on target. And pepper the goal enough, the ball will go through. Trying to pepper their goal, but chances like that Jack Clark one going amiss, proving that we're just not clinical enough in front of goal still. There's the final whistle against Burnley. I feel like we deserve more than that, but if you can't tuck away the chances you do get when you create them, then you probably don't deserve anything from it. It would have been nice, though. With the amount of games we haven't been creating chances in recently, I feel like we should have done better than in that game. Where did it go wrong today? Well, I am sure we just weren't clinical enough. But the blame isn't really mine. I created the chances. I'll just say the game plan wasn't followed. Game plan is to create chances, put them in the back of the net. If you create the chances but don't put them in the back of the net, then I guess the game plan hasn't been followed. We've Burnley. We've lost to Burnley twice now, but we'll learn from this. I'll try to learn from this anyway. Leeds did not manage to score today and ended up losing the game. What went wrong? Our performance was unacceptable. We couldn't play our usual game. They were the better team. They created a similar level of chance, but were more clinical. So I guess I'll go full cycle. I'll go from saying things like I feel like we deserve more to kind of in retrospect looking at it and being like they created more chances, they were more clinical than us. Maybe they did deserve the victory. Maybe 2-0 is a bit much. Maybe 2-1 or 1-0. I don't feel like we deserved a 2-goal deficit. But that's pulled Burnley to within 2 points of us. Gap to the drop zone is now 6 points with 9 games to go. Up next, we've actually a big wait, like 2.5 weeks, till the game against Bournemouth. So we won't... I don't know why I keep looking at these, because I haven't got any money to sign anyone. It's not a case of messing with the budget or anything. I literally just have £0, 0 pence left. We've spent everything trying to bring Ryan Kent in, who so far actually hasn't had that much of an impact. But I'm hoping over the course of time he will do. And to be fair, he's a left winger, so maybe I should adjust his position and move him further forward a little bit. Get him playing in that left wing role to hopefully help his growth. And fingers crossed, if he's a little bit further up, he'll be more heavily involved in the play. Stuart Dallas wants to play. I say I'll consider it, but he's probably not going to. And that should mean, by this point at least, that back into the fray can come Ryan Fredericks, who should be fit again, and indeed he is. Sweet. Right then. Maybe I should try Liam Cooper again. Let's put Liam Cooper back in ahead of Readabout, see if that actually gives us a little bit more defensive solidity. Look, Liam Cooper's probably going to be leaving us next season anyway, as he's 29, going to be 30, so we're going to need to replace players that are getting on a little bit, because it's FIFA, not real life at the end of the day. Right, Bournemouth next. This one is also away from, 3 away games in a row. Burnley away, Bournemouth away, Liverpool away. They lost their last game as well. The gap to them was 6 points last time we looked, and it's 6 points still. So they're not in the best of form either. Maybe we can pray on that. Bournemouth are playing a 4-4-2 as well. Ramsdale in goal, Stacey, Mepham, Twanzebe, Rico, Udin, Cook, Lerma, and Danjuma Grunewald with Shatteen and Spinelli up top. Well, I mean, I've got Callum Wilson, and they've already lost Josh King as well, so they are going to have to play different strikers. Jermaine Defoe on the bench for Bournemouth. We'll wait and see if we can get something from this game. I certainly would like to, because we've only gotten 1 point from our last 4 games, and probably more thinking about it as well, actually, with the defeat to City. 1 point from our last 5 games, and it's been 6 games since our last victory. Rico back in towards the middle. Danjuma Grunewald around to Rico again. Nice tackle by Ben White again. He's certainly been my best centre-back so far this season, and to be fair, it was probably my best centre-back last year as well in the Championship. I'm glad you guys asked me to re-sign him. He's nearly 80 rated now as well. Liam Cooper getting his head to that though, and we'll try and come away here. Calvin Phillips looking out wide, but only finding Jack Stacey. It's disappointing. Spinelli. Shatteen. He's offside there, Spinelli, I'm sure of it. Yep, definitely was. Disallowed. But out wide to Danny Rose. The Bournemouth fans are in great song in this game. Really, really loud. Milner's going to push forward a little bit there and get involved in the attack, which is good. Get that to Jared Bowen. Around the corner to Callum Wilson. Looking for Tyler Roberts. And there's a 1-0 lead. Off the underside of the bar. Callum Wilson gets an assist against his former team. And again, he and Tyler Roberts link up. They're proving to be quite the deadly partnership. Not deadly at top of the league levels, but by mid to lower table standards, they're a deadly partnership. And they're working very well together. Good finish again by Tyler Roberts. Perhaps slightly fortunate it came down off the underside of the bar. He nearly missed it, but it went in. That's his 7th goal of the season and our first of the afternoon. Spinelli driving out wide. Chasing down with Danny Rose. Oh, nice ball around the corner. Danny Rose cuts that out. Still Spinelli comes forward with possession. Don't know which way they're going to go, that's the only thing. Left or right or straight through the middle. Straight through the middle they went for. The tackle has taken it straight to Danjuma. That would have been really frustrating to concede. To read the move, tackle the ball, and then it falls straight to a fellow Bournemouth man that followed it into the back of the net. Thankfully, though, our 1-0 lead is intact at half-time, despite them actually having the ball into the back of the net on one occasion. Not playing Well, actually, I don't think I'm playing that badly. I don't feel like I'm playing that badly, but the stats would say that we're getting dominated and we don't deserve this lead. But I feel we do. Spinelli driving at my back line now. Worried about that. That's a lovely ball out to Danjuma. Back to Spinelli. Danjuma again. This is brilliant football, and Gazzaniga makes a very important save for us. Needed to be made there. That was well worked by them, and it's when the AI start to do things like that, I start to struggle to deal with them. Got great footwork from Lewis Cook. Option back here is Rico. It's the quick 1-2s that I struggle with. Got that in front of Callum Wilson though, and on the far side, Ryan Kent could break away, but it's a poor pass. Now if Kent can go for a run for me, I can squeeze it down the line and look for him. Stacey has him covered. Rico with a lovely ball over the top. Danjuma brings it down, turns his side nicely, trying to outmuscle him without fouling him, and Liam Cooper just leans on him slightly there, but legally so. I tried to get that across to Ryan Kent, but Tyler Roberts just wouldn't kick it. Danjuma bursting into the box again, waiting for the pullback. There it is. Good block by Ben White. Falls straight back to Uda, who buries it. You defend so hard all game, and a lucky deflection is what tears your defence apart. Oh, it's frustrating. But I guess we shouldn't have expected anything less from this season. When you're down near the bottom and fighting a relegation fight, things like that always go against you rather than for you. They've pulled it back here, Bournemouth. We need to make sure we don't let them go a further goal in front now. We've lost advantages in previous games. I don't want to have that happen again. Nicely to Hernandez, who rolls the man well. Tyler Roberts does the same. Looks for Callum Wilson. Just looking to exploit them for a lack of pace at the back. Comfortable enough turn. Hernandez to Tyler Roberts. Shot blocked well by the defender. 15 minutes to go. You'll remember from the last episode, we were 1-0 up against Brighton at half-time and ended up losing by 2-1. I'm desperate for that not to happen again here. I tried to play that down the line, actually, but never mind. Oh, and then Jefferson Lerma accelerates to it quicker than the man that... Oh, and Hernandez nearly got to that. Tyler Roberts will get to this. Oh, it's been a tough game, this, but I definitely deserve something from this. Even if we didn't deserve anything in retrospect against Burnley, we've really worked hard for this. I worked hard in the Burnley game, just with no reward. We're working hard in this one, and hopefully we will get the just rewards for our efforts by the time the game comes to a close. Tyler Roberts will get to that and drive into that space and look to bend the effort home, and it's a good save by Ramsdale to ensure that we don't go 2-1 in front ourselves. That's a good ball in though. Keeper's come to clear it away. Hernandez might get to that first. I tried to accelerate towards it, win that, Liam. Cooper couldn't win the header, and Spinelli is on his own really, but he has space to run into. 3 minutes to go now. Do not concede on the counter-attack, Ches. This is not the moment to lose the game. Danjuma to Fofana. Into Uda. Their goal scorer out to Sitine. All through the gap nicely. Lewis Cook dinks it in. No. No! I don't believe it. The defender at the back post overruns again and can't turn back quickly enough to get to the ball. I don't believe it, man. I don't deserve that. Just looped into the box and the man at the back post just runs too far. Fuck's sake. Look at it. Oh, it just... Fuck's sake. There's nothing more to say than for fuck's sake. Literally the last action of the game. Oh, Christ alive. I should have gotten 4 points from this episode so far. A point against Burnley and a win against Bournemouth. At least 2. A point from either game. Fuck. We've lost again. A sporty deflection that falls back to Uda. And then right at the very end, the defender looks at the ball coming in and goes, I'm going to run into the goalmouth, and then goes back again. Oh, I cry. We lack solutions. We need to think. I'm doing the right things at times. I just get so unlucky. Really unlucky. Our confidence is solid enough. We're just not getting the rub of the green right now. Jesus, that's tough to take. That's really tough to take. Sorry, Stuart, but you're not good enough. Oh, man. 5 points the gap to the drop zone, with Liverpool to play next. Pre-match press conference before the game at Anfield. We had a big break between the first two games, like 2.5 to 3 weeks. We've had a 2-week break between the last game and this one. Looks like avoiding the bottom of the table as well within sight. We will fight to the end. Until it's mathematically impossible for us to get relegated, we will continue to fight tooth and nail every single game. Any changes to the squad? We need to look at the team. Rome wasn't built in a day. Some players didn't do enough. Rome wasn't built in a day. We can't expect to come up from the Championship and immediately be competitive at Premier League level. That's not how things work. It's certainly one of the most realistic first seasons in the Premier League that we've had in a series like this. Hopefully Liverpool will try harder. I'm only interested in winning. We'll try to win again. Hopefully Liverpool will try harder. I guess it's kind of mind games-ish, but it's going to be difficult. Liverpool are Liverpool, aren't they? We did beat them last time, I think, which is what that was referring to. I'll quickly double check to refresh memories to see what that result actually was. When did we play Liverpool? Was it November? No. Was it October? No. Was it September? No. Was it August? It was. And we won 3-2 against Liverpool at the beginning of the season. I mean, oh, how we'd love a result similar to that in this one. And if Forest can get points from, or Sheffield United can get a victory from their 31st match day as well, and we fail to get anything from this one and lose another 3 straight games, then we'll be even closer to the relegation zone by the end of the episode. This is not the run of form we needed at this stage of the season, but if ever there was a game to try and turn it around, Liverpool away would be one hell of a confidence boost. 4-3-3 this time, as expected really with Liverpool. Gomez and Kimpembe through the middle. Henderson, Fabinho and Gini. Salah, Firmino, Mane. Liverpool look as strong as ever. They're second in the league, but the title is still within reach for them, so they're going to want to win every last game of the season, and at the minute we stand in their way. Firmino out wide to Andy Robertson. I can't close him down too much because Sadio Mane is just waiting to get in behind, and he's on his run. He's pointing for it, but and they've got the option inside as well. Liverpool with so many things they can do. Fredericks definitely handballed that, but still they push forward. Mane, good save, Gazaniga. Definite handball from the defender. The handballs are so inconsistent right now with FIFA. We've had a couple of penalties given against us for handball, but there have been some scenarios where it should have been a handball for us, and it's not happened. Actually, recalling back the first game against Liverpool this season, it was an Andy Robertson handball that inadvertently led to an Andy Robertson own goal, wasn't it? That contributed to our victory. And then Virgil van Dijk passed the ball straight to me for one of our goals as well. I'm having flashbacks now. Not sure whether we actually deserved the victory at home against Liverpool or not. They certainly helped us get along the way, but Fredericks will get to that first, and we'll look for Callum Wilson. And surely Callum Wilson's faster than Fabinho. Oof. He definitely is, and Fabinho knows it as well, so willing to stop him by any means necessary. A yellow card for the Brazilian. I'm going to try and pull this there and then hope that someone offers their services short. Tyler Roberts, nice turn. Milner looking there. Jared Bowen on his left. Oh, so unlucky. What did we say after the last game? We're not getting the rub of the green. The luck is not going our way down at the bottom of the table. That was a brilliant effort from Jared Bowen. That's come back off the inside the post, flashes across the goal mouth and out, away from danger for Liverpool. Unbelievable. Milner driving that forward there. Callum Wilson, he's going to go again. Oh, but he won't kick it for me quick enough, Callum Wilson. Oh, Milner, react to that. Jesus, show some sort of intelligence, mate. Ball's free and you're just jogging next to it. Stick a toe out. Please, for the love of God. Firmino, yes, Milner. Right place, right time on that occasion. 2 minutes added on. This is good football. We'll try and play him in behind again, Jared Bowen, if we can. Turn past Andy Robertson. Oh, it's easier said than done. Turn past Andy Robertson. He's done that brilliantly. And Callum Wilson is in the middle. Joe Gomez defends it well. It's 0-0 at half-time, and we're playing well here. Again. So we'll probably lose again. Danny Rose. Inside Tyler Roberts. Calvin Phillips. Into Milner. Come on, lads. Come on, lads. So desperate to start getting victories again. Or even just one. One would be nice. Salah. Oh, makes me so nervous, and Salah's gotten past me. Driving in towards the box. Oh, cheeky little back heel. Bobby Firmino. Clinical. On his left foot, Bobby. The back heel from Salah was just disgusting. And then he's just driven it across goal. Good finish. Very good finish. And you wouldn't expect anything less of Liverpool and Bobby Firmino. They lead by a goal to 0. Henderson. Nice little 1-2. Bobby Firmino. I have to be wary. I'm going to have to close him down. I got the ball. I got the ball. I'm sure I got something of the ball there. Don't send me. Don't send me. It's not a red card offence. There are other defenders there. No, that's not a red card offence. I thought I got something on the ball as well. We're going to see a replay of it. We're not, because they're making a substitution. Because Henderson's coming forward here. I thought I'd got something on the ball. Also, there are other defenders around. I don't think this is a red card. I don't think that's a red card offence. With that defender across there, I don't think that's clear enough goal scoring opportunity for that to be a red card. A yellow at most. I felt like I got something on the ball there. Oh my God. Don't tell me I was that close. That's the difference between a perfect slide tackle and a red card. About an inch. Salah to take the free kick. I mean, we're probably out of it now anyway. Oh, well, they're going short. I didn't expect that. Firmino, shot blocked by Ben White. Is the keeper going to get there? Is he even going to react to it, is the question even. He just stood there and looked. Oh, I made a substitution. I took Jared Bowen off and brought Schurz on at centre-back. So now I'm playing a 4-2, left-sided 2-1. I'm not sure. We stood a chance of getting ourselves back in it with 11 men. So with 10, it's a hell of a challenge now. They've brought on Dani Ceballos to try and improve their offensive efforts. Oh! Good save, Gazaniga again from Mo Salah. He'll take the corner here. He won't go short to Mane. They never do when they do that. They whip it into the middle, and Ceballos is battling with Callum Wilson. Here's Sadio Mane into Ceballos. Still going, the Spaniard. Salah. Good save again. Talk about being under pressure here. Bloody hell. I'm going to take Callum Wilson off as well. All right, Shea Adams. So if we do get the chance to counter, I've got fresh legs to go with the pace, not just tired pace. We've got fresh pace. We'll wait and see. Jordan Henderson off now for Naby Keita. Salah. Jesus Christ. Can we please just get the ball away? This is unheard of. Like 20 minutes of just corner after corner after corner. Fabinho, where's he going to go? Ball roll, ball roll, ball roll. Straight at the keeper, thankfully. 20 minutes to go. If we do get a point now, it will be a miracle. But miracles do happen. So we shall live in hope. If I can find Tyler Roberts, we might be about to get that miracle. No! Screw you, Andy Robertson! Where have you come from? Oh, I thought, do I square it? Do I go for goal? Do I square it? Do I go for goal? Once I'd made the turn, I thought going for goal is the right option here with Tyler Roberts. And Andy Robertson arrives, and he's just like, I'm going to block it, mate. Should have passed it, shouldn't you? Oh, man. The miracle nearly happened. Calvin Phillips to Ryan Kent. Through there to Shea Adams. Back to Jamie Shackleton. Forward to Shea Adams. Going to drive. They've got the fresh legs of Naby Keita, though. Forward to Shea Adams again. Tyler Roberts spins the defender. We asked, do miracles happen? Yes, they do! mistake from Alisson! The 10 men of Leeds equalise at Anfield in front of the Kop with seconds to go. Spins Kimpembe out of his feet, drills it hard and low, and the pace is too much for the keeper. Wow. Oh, it's so poor from Alisson. So poor, but my God, will we take it. We lost the previous game in stoppage time. We've gotten a point with 10 men at Anfield in stoppage time. Oh, wow. Finally, a little bit of luck does go my way. Alisson making the mistake with the last action of the game. We should have gotten a point from Burnley. I'm disappointed we didn't get at least a point from Bournemouth. We have gotten a point from Liverpool. We asked the question, do miracles happen? And we got our answer. Phillips is... well, he's not deserving all the praise. We're not exactly in the best run of form, are we? But we've got mistakes happen. I don't think it was a red card offence. A yellow card and a strong warning, but a red card I think is a bit much for that. Unable to secure a win in the last 7 matches. We'll surprise our opponents, I'll say, but I don't know what's going to happen between now and the end of the season, but that point against Liverpool could be absolutely vital. Oh, Forest haven't played their match day 31 yet. Neither has Sheffield United. The gap is currently 6 points. It could be as little as... actually, no. Yeah, it could be as little as 5. I was thinking about Brighton actually going down a couple of places. But if Forest draw and Sheffield United win, then the gap will be 28 to 23 and it'll be 5 points. But currently it stands at 6. Oh... I deserved that luck. We've earned that with our performances today. We've been brilliant throughout the course of today's episode on field. I just haven't had the rub of the green. So unlucky in a number of different scenarios. But we'll take that point from Anfield. We'll run with it. And hopefully we can build from it in the next episode. I was hoping that when we got the point at the end of the last episode, when we drew against Watford with that late equaliser. But yesterday we went defeat, draw. Today we've gone defeat, draw. Tomorrow, Palace, Norwich and Fulham, I'd certainly like to get a little bit more. Oh, that rhymed, didn't it? Defeat, draw, defeat, draw. Tomorrow I would like to get more. We'll wait and see if we do or not, but with 7 games to go in the Premier League season, we are still not guaranteed safety. I'll see you tomorrow.